करंट अफेयर्स। तो पहली न्यूज़ है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑन मंडे linked the bitter failure of the National Judicial Appointments Commission to the government's willingness to cross some Rubicons and take on the judiciary by delaying collegium recommendations. The Supreme Court had struck down the NJAC, which gave the government an equal say in judicial appointments in 2015. The judgment had revived the collegium system of judicial appointments. There appears to be a unhappiness in the government of the fact that NJAC did not muster the constitutional mandate. That cannot be a reason to not comply with the law of the government. ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट है पेज पे कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्पेशल मैरिज एक्ट के ऊपर जो अभी रिकमेंडेशंस मांगी हैं उसके ऊपर है। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले आता है कि दिस इज़ परहैप्स वन ऑफ द रीजंस वाई द सुप्रीम कोर्ट कंसिडर अलाउइंग सेम सेक्स मैरिज अंडर द स्पेशल मैरिज एक्ट एंड नॉट several other personal laws such as the Hindu Marriage Act. Over the past few years, it has passed a series of judgments that challenged conservative society and brought hope and expanded the scope for the people who do not conform to age old social norms. Eventually, though, even if the court rules in its favor, the march towards equality for the LGBTQIA plus community will be long and arduous. Enforcing something like same-sex marriage in a diverse country with varying customs and traditions will not be easy. Social mindsets are conservative and so well entrenched that anyone who feels differently is stigmatized, humiliated, and ostracized. Together with the court, more needs to be done at the societal level to chip away at conservative view on sex, gender, women, and the LGBTQIA plus community. Alongside the call for legalizing same-sex marriage, activists have been seeking the extension of the benefits of a traditional marriage to the same-sex couples, including the right to adopt children. As people's relationships change and society undergoes transformation, constitutional rights on freedoms and liberties must extend to every sphere, including a same-sex couple's life. Next highlighted second wali. As relationships change, rights on freedoms and liberties must expand. The Supreme Court has sought the government's response to appeals to allow same-sex marriage under a special law in another bid to provide legal sanction to widening social customs. A bench of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice Hema Kohli agreed to hear two partners who said the non-recognition of the same-sex marriage amounted to determination that struck at the rights of the LGBTQIA plus couples. The petitioners cited the Special Marriage Act 1954, which provides a civil marriage for couples who cannot marry under their personal laws. Listing the case for hearing, the court also transferred cases pending before several high courts to itself. It is the first step towards same-sex marriage, which has been legalized in 30 odd countries, including the US, where this July the House of Representatives approved legislation to protect such marriages. This legislation action came amidst concern that an aggressive Supreme Court could revisit settled laws after it overturned Roe versus Wade on abortion rights. After the K.S. Puttaswamy verdict 2017, which upheld the right to privacy, and Navtej Singh Johar 2018, that decriminalized homosexuality, there was hope that same-sex marriages would follow, but that has not been the case. At depositions in courts and outside, the centre has opposed same-sex marriages and said judicial interference will cause complete havoc with the delicate balance of personal laws. Now the next is about the domestic violence के ऊपर आया हुआ एक आर्टिकल है, काफ़ी अच्छा आर्टिकल है। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले है कि द डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस इज अ पनिशेबल ऑफेंस अंडर द इंडियन लॉ, इट इज़ अ वायलेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स, येट द लेटेस्ट राउंड ऑफ द नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे 5 NFHS 5 2019-21 reveals that we live in society where violence against women persists to such an extent that 32% of even married women aged 18 to 49 years have ever experienced emotional, physical, or sexual violence committed by their husband, with more rural than urban women reporting experiences of domestic violence. This does not even capture the prevalence of violence by other family members too. The most disheartening reality is that despite almost a third of women being subject to domestic violence, the National Family Health Survey 5 2019-21 reports that only 14% of the women who have experienced domestic violence have ever sought help, and this number is much lower in the rural areas. In a country where domestic violence is a crime, where there are multiple laws explicitly designed to protect women against violence, why is it that most women survivors of domestic violence never seek help? फिफ्थ हाईलाइट है, ठीक है, ये इन्वायरमेंट रिलेटेड है, COP27 और जो LNDI है, ठीक है, LND यानी कि लॉस एंड डैमेज के ऊपर जो न्यूज़ आई है। तो फिफ्थ हाईलाइट में बोलते हैं कि मेजर टेक अवे फ्रॉम दी COP27 इन इजिप्ट एज फार एज द लॉस एंड डैमेज LND इज कंसर्न्ड is the decision relating to new funding arrangements focusing on the LND, those particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of the climate change. The decision includes a transitional committee to prepare elements relating to the operationalization of the new funding arrangements to be adopted at COP28. The decision restores the faith of the countries, especially those vulnerable, in the process of multilateralism. The committee will aim to identify and expand sources of funding which demonstrates a lack of clarity on the sources of funding, adequate and predictable, accruing to the new fund only. There is a question mark over the new LND, that is loss and damage fund, with non-compliance by developed countries as far as the climate finance commitment, that is mobilizing $100 billion per year by 2020, is concerned. The new funding arrangement will complement the existing arrangements and include sources, funds, processes, and initiatives under the outside the convention and the Paris Agreement, which would assist in mobilizing new and additional resources. This dilutes the consistent demand raised at COP27 and outside of it by the Alliance of the Small Island States AOSIS to set up a dedicated loss and damage response fund which would be on the top of existing climate finance commitments. The decision again recognizes the mitigation centric nature of the history of the climate change negotiations to be suiting the agenda of developed countries. It says restricting the global average temperature rise to below 1.5 degrees Celsius is essential to limiting future loss and damage. The mitigation centric nature of the negotiation can be traced to Article 2 of the United Nations Framework Convention on the Climate Change 1992. ठीक है, तो क्लाइमेट चेंज की वजह से क्या क्या हो रहा है, एक्सट्रीम वेदर इवेंट्स हो रहे हैं, स्लो ऑनसेट इवेंट्स भी हो रहे हैं, ठीक है। द कंपनसेशन एस्पेक्ट इन्वॉल्व्स अ लीगल हर्डल ऑफ एस्टैब्लिशिंग causal relations between the injurer and the victim, since the adverse effects of the climate change occur substantially later than greenhouse gas emissions causing them, past, present and the future in the entire climate change negotiations. The developed countries have consistently opposed being made liable for climate change related adverse effect. The basis of their contribution to various funds so far is the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities (CBDR). For global environmental degradation, they only acknowledge their responsibility in view of the pressures of their societies place on the environment and of the technologies and of the technologies and financial resources they command, according to the research papers. The compensation aspect involves a serious legal hurdles of establishing causal relationships between the injurer and the victim, since the adverse effects of the climate change occur substantially later than the greenhouse gas emissions that cause them. During the negotiations process of the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change in 1991, AOSIS हमने भी पढ़ा क्या है, Alliance of Small Island States, ठीक है, which is at the forefront of the cause of the loss and damage, unsuccessfully tried to include the establishment of an international insurance pool as a collective loss sharing scheme to compensate the most vulnerable small island low-lying coastal developing countries for loss and damage arising from sea level rise. Funding was to come from assessed contributions according to a formula modeled on the 1963 Brussels Convention supplementary to the Paris Convention on third party liability in the field of nuclear energy, with 50% based on parties' relative contributions to emissions in the year prior to a contribution year and 50% based on parties' relative share of gross national product in the year prior to the contribution year. Taxing fossil fuel firms. The realization of the 1991 proposal would have addressed at least who pays for the loss and damage. But the concept of an international assurance pool requires more research and deliberations amongst more major emitters in the developed and developing countries. In Egypt, AOSIS, instead of insisting on an international insurance pool, demanded a dedicated L&D response fund. It wanted funding from governments on a grant basis, which would be on the top of existing climate finance commitments. The fund would also draw upon other potential sources, which include, as UN Chief Antonio Guterres advocates, a windfall tax on oil and gas companies or profits. The idea of taxing fossil fuel oil and gas companies needs more research, as it indicates an alternative to the nation state approach of climate change negotiations. The idea highlights that substantial emissions have come from fossil fuels sourced from the non-Annex 1 countries such as China, India, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Iran, Brazil, and Mexico, and from nations that are not large-scale emitters such as Nigeria, Venezuela, Kuwait, Angola, Malaysia, and Libya. The German-backed Global Shield Scheme Against Climate Risk is a part of COP27's decision. The shield is aimed at increasing pre-arranged finance to be disbursed before or just after the disaster happens. The AOSIS favors a dedicated loss and damage response fund, which would help disburse funding from different propositions, including the Global Shield, and avoid a piecemeal approach. The other probable avenues to address loss and damage are litigation, but the issue of causation, attribution, and standing appear to be potential obstacles at the domestic and international levels. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट न्यूज़ है कि फ्रांस और इंडिया के रिलेशनशिप के बारे में. तो फ्रांस इज द करंट चेयर ऑफ द इंडियन ओशन कमीशन एंड इंडियन ओशन नेवल सिंपोजियम, एंड बोथ कंट्रीज cooperate closely in these fora. India France discuss defense industrial ties. Make in India, Rajnath Singh ने बोला है, and his French counterpart Sebastien Lecornu review military cooperation between the two countries and seek to increase maritime cooperation and bilateral exercises. It comes in a year that has seen as an acceleration of the French and Indian armed forces endeavors towards even greater interoperability through joint air, navy, and army exercises such as IMEX-22 in March, Varuna in March-April, and the recently concluded Garuda in October-November. The two air forces recently held their bilateral air exercise Garuda at Air Force Station Jodhpur. Ahead of the dialogue, Mr. Lecornu visited the National War Memorial and paid tribute to India's soldiers who have laid down their lives in the line of duty, and also inspected a tri-service guard of honor. ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट न्यूज़ है कि द नंबर ऑफ ई सर्विसेज इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर हैव इंक्रीज्ड फ्रॉम 15 to 227 in the past 2 years, and as many as 60 services were added since February this year. Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances DARPG said. फिर नेक्स्ट है कि कनाडा सेज इंडिया इज ए क्रूशियल पार्टनर, टर्म्स चाइना एज इंक्रीजिंगली increasingly disruptive power. Recognizing that the Indo Pacific region will play a significant and profound role in its future, Canada released an Indo Pacific strategy which termed China an increasingly disruptive global power, calling India a crucial partner. The strategy said Canada will seek new opportunities to partner and engage in dialogue with India in areas of common interest and values, including security and promotion of democracy, pluralism, and human rights. Seek to expand market access by conducting an early progress trade agreement as a step toward a comprehensive economic partnership agreement on people to people connect. The strategy said it would invest in and connect people, including by bolstering Canada's visa processing capacity in New Delhi and Chandigarh, as also support academic, educational, cultural, youth, and research exchanges. ठीक है, पेज नंबर 30 में आया कि देर मे बी अ फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन बट देर मे नॉट बी अ फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन बाय फोर्स्ड कन्वर्शन. दिस इज़ अ वेरी सीरियस इशू. Everybody has the right to choose their religion, but not by forced conversion or by giving temptation, a bench of Justice M. R. Shah and Hima Kohli had said. The case was listed on Monday. ठीक है, 5 तारीख को जब सुनवाई होगी. तो द राइट टू रिलीजन डज नॉट इंक्लूड द राइट टू कन्वर्ट अदर पीपल टू अ पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन, especially through fraud, deception, coercion, allurement, and other means, the Ministry of Home Affairs told the Supreme Court on Monday. The ministry said the word propagate in Article 25, that is, right to freedom of religion, does not include the right to convert. It is rather in the nature of the positive right to spread one's religion by exposition of its tenets. The government said that fraudulent or induced conversions impinged upon the right of the freedom of conscience of an individual apart from hampering public order, and therefore the state is well within its power to uh, the last trade unions want center to restore old pension scheme. OPS फिर से आ गया है. Central state unions on Monday urged Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to restore the OPS and sought measures to check price rise and unemployment. Almost all central trade unions except the RSS supported the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh boycotted the pre-budget discussions with the finance minister, demanding a physical rather than a virtual meeting be held and more time to present their suggestions. China traders to buy low cost India iron ore. On November 19, India scrapped a 50% export tax on iron ore that has been in place since May, and although the country is a minor producer compared with India and Brazil, still China wants to gain the profit.